Ghetto celebrities, we here at Nacho Mamas. You know, it's your boy Mr. Saucy, CEO of Ghetto Celebrities. I'm gonna let this man introduce himself, let y'all know who he is.
DJ Daddyrich, Freshman Incorporated, third base. Name it, I did it. Chilling here with Ghetto Celebrities. Got here, Nacho Mamas. I thought homie was kidding me when he told me the name.
It was a joke too.
Yeah, I was like, it's a real fucking party.
It's a great punchline.
That's what's up. So let them know where you're from though.
Brooklyn, USA. All day.
Brooklyn.
I lived everywhere, but I'm from Brooklyn. Blinded me, Jones. Yeah.
I'm blinding you, I'm sorry.
Good night.
We gotta let everybody see you.
Because I'm all black and
No.
chilling out in the sun in Arizona.
No, it's
fucking burning
nighttime.
No.
Even I need the
Lighting
light.
gotta be great. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. But I don't mind too much light.
She blind me all night. So I gotta go through this all night.
Take one for the team. You heard?
Okay, but so let them know what you repping. What labels or label that you on?
Well, I mean, we're not we are Def Jam alumni. When I say we, I'm talking about third base. We from that golden era.
You talking about MC Search third base?
MC Surge, Promise, Pete Nice.
I told you.
Gas face. You
I
know what I'm
told
saying?
you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's some shit right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
About to fly out in the morning. We doing Warm Fest in Indianapolis.
Heard about that. Damn, I'm mad I can't go back to the city. I'm sorry, city. I be out there to fuck with y'all though.
We're sending him instead right now.
But tell me about what you got going on.
Right now, touring with third base, working on a mixtape. We got Chop Radio 2.0. Doing that, just pretty much hitting everywhere in Arizona, trying to play the flag, trying to do what we do.
So what position you play?
I'm a DJ. I'm the nucleus of this shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm
It doesn't
the
happen
center.
without him.
It does not happen without me.
Like
Because
him.
without me, there is no music.
There it is.
Respect the
Everything would be
DJs.
acapella.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
We
I
saw
wanna
it a
ask-
couple times
I want to ask
tonight.
you a question as a DJ. Now, have you heard of this cat in Arizona, Jay Slug? Okay, so we're not even gonna go there.
Not on
So
the radar.
We gonna go.
Who's Jay Slug?
See, it's only a few people. He put out a diss record in Arizona. It's only a few people that know about it.
Just an artist.
Yeah, he's a local Arizona artist. I mean, this was. I'm not biased. You know what I'm saying? So, my position. I think he just went at niggas' heads and let niggas know this is the game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People want to talk about.
Marshall.
Yeah, people want to talk about money, cars. I got this, I got that.
I'm listening to
You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about I got this, I got that. But let's go back to bars. When Jay-Z and Nas, they didn't kill each other when they had beef.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, some beefs, East and West Coast, some beefs took up, you know.
Is there a
But there was
any,
always lyrical beef in hip hop. That's what it thrived on. I remember from back in the day, you had UTFO come out with Roxanne
Shit, Kool Moe Dee
and LL Cool
J.
Yeah. I mean, hip hop is competitive, and I think we need more records like this because basically we getting into a gray area where we lending ourselves to too many different genres of music. Whereas you get Trey Songz and T.I. on a song. Is it an R&B record? Is it a hip hop record? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's the same shit almost because there's gonna be some singing and some kind of melody shit in the hook and some rapping, whether it's an R&B song or a hip hop song. So I think we get watered down a little bit, and I definitely think that we need the competition. So diss as many motherfuckers as you like. I'm dissing as many DJs as I find.
that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to ask you about. What about the beef in the DJ world?
Yeah.
There is none. I mean,
How does this work?
how does it work? I'm not really sure how it works, but
They don't even challenge, no.
I think there's certain criteria to being a DJ.
Okay.
If you don't have turntables, you're not a DJ.
Okay. So
Official
smart.
turntables like records or that CD or CD.
I don't care.
Dude, if you ain't got an old 45, that shit don't count.
Yeah, exactly. If you never carry a crate of records in your life, then you're not a DJ.
Not
Call
even
yourself
moving
a
out of your
turntablist,
house.
Call yourself something else. If you ain't used every single
Crate
speaker
carrier.
that you had in your house, I'm talking about your house speakers, your grandmama speakers, to do a party, you're not a fucking DJ.
That's what's up.
I got pictures. I mean, me and my niggas stacked up every little piece of shit speaker we could find and wired that shit all the fuck
That's a
up.
6x9's hubbing in this bitch.
Ghetto shit.
Doing Samuel J. Tilden's high school fucking prom with the worst speakers you could find and killing it.
Killing it.
Ghetto shit.
You know what I mean?
Booking the next party.
And like the common denominator is like right now. Well, let me take it out. Back in the days, what separated motherfuckers who was serious about what they're doing and motherfuckers who were just talking was like motherfuckers who were serious with spending money on equipment. Right now, all you gotta do is buy yourself a PC or a laptop and wake up tomorrow, you call yourself DJ, whatever.
And ask your friend about the Serato program.
You call yourself producer, whatever. You even got motherfucking programs that will write your lyrics for you.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
See, he talking about crates. He going back to the, you know what I'm saying, the real shit. If you ain't got no crate, you ain't and no crate albums.
Half of you
got
motherfuckers
shit.
don't even drink milk no more.
So
This is Benedict Sinsberg. This is
Always
Niggas don't drink milk no more.
clowning.
That's what's up. That's real.
Yeah.
Niggas don't drink milk to talk about no
This is
crate.
Chop Shop Radio.
Right here, exclusive right here.
We're gonna clip some
Let
Chop Chop on
me ask you
here.
this then. So the Kendrick Lamar album.
Right.
You heard that? You heard that?
Not everything on the album I heard.
I mean
Your numbers.
that song, that control
Control.
verse. Alright. That control verse. You heard that verse. Is that good or is that bad for hip hop?
That's dope. That's the best shit that happened to hip hop in the
Somebody
last
called
couple
everybody.
years. Because it was like a wake up call. You know what I mean? Think about it. Show me the fucking Run DMC and LL Cool J collaboration record from back in the day. That shit was unheard of. All these collaborations. You got an album by some new cat, and he got every dude in the game on it. All this, yeah, you my homeboy, and fuck that. You need some competition. It's the best shit for the game.
So you heard it right there. Because some DJs is, I mean, some people take it different because, and see, you from the East Coast, so that's why I want to ask you, because I done seen some clips, Mano, I just seen Papoose actually. Papoose was, he made a second record,
Right.
dissing Kendrick Lamar. He went the fuck in, I'm sorry.
Papoose?
Papoose
I heard
went
that.
the fuck in.
Look for it on
He did
Ghetto
go in.
Celebrities.
Yeah, we got that shit at
Like
Ghetto
it on
Celebrity. We got
Facebook,
that
Twitter.
shit, you know what I'm saying, our Facebook.
Covering all that.
Twitter, all that shit. We got that shit though. But he went the fuck in and now they mad at him because he went really in. Talking about the nigga mama, talking about the nigga man, he did this, that, and the other. So they mad at him like, why did you come with this type of record? And he explained himself. He said, if he wouldn't have never said I'm the king of New York,
It wouldn't have never happened.
you could have name dropped and did everything you wanted to do. But when you said you the king of New York, nigga, you disrespected him. I feel disrespected.
See, but we have somebody
Do
from
you feel
Brooklyn right
disrespected
now.
If a West Coast nigga say I'm the
He
king
said
of
it was
New
the
York,
greatest thing.
I wouldn't
So that would be
even
retracting.
like be disrespected. I just think it's like it's satire.
Well, let me ask you
It's-
this.
it's-
Did you feel disrespected when Snoop had the song New York, New York?
You talking to the dude? You
No,
talking
not
to the dude?
personally, but I'm saying like this. He said he's the king of New York. He's not from New York. It's a challenge. You know what I mean? I think
Called it out.
He called it out, and motherfuckers responded. I think it's doing what it's supposed to
His
do.
perspective, this is how he really put it. He like, okay, if I go to the West Coast, I'm gonna hear that nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna let me know I'm in the West Coast. If I go to the East Coast, I feel like I'm still in the West Coast.
That's the best.
Cause y'all still playing this nigga music over here.
Okay,
And so he like, I'm mad at y'all, the DJs.
Let's.
So is that a legitimate beef?
No.
Can he be mad at the DJs?
It's not the DJ's fault, though.
But they in New York, hold on.
this-
I know Kendrick Lamar a lot. I'm not dissing Kendrick Lamar or nothing. I'm not saying nothing bad
I
about
ain't
it.
fuck that man.
But this is, I don't attack people.
I'm a hater.
I'm not a hater. Hey, look.
I know you ain't. Yeah, you
But
didn't even say
what I'm saying though is, he mad at the DJs. I mean, that's not a legitimate argument. If they playing West Coast music on the East Coast, so you feel like you never if you went to the West Coast, you would hear all
this
this.
is the explanation. Whether you go to the Midwest, whether you go to the East Coast, whether you go to the West Coast, it's the same playlist.
So y'all just gonna play the poppin' records?
This is what it is. Radio 1 and Clear Channel bought out every major market in the country. Every mom and pop radio station that was playing independent and whatever, they ran them out of business. With Star Power, what they did is they set up camp in these towns and they told them get down and lay down.
you give him too much.
I remember I was in Columbus, Georgia,
You
and
need to know this
Radio
shit. This
1.
exclusive shit. This is exclusive.
Radio 1 came through and they opened up a station. And there was a competition because they wanted to X out the local
The mom and
radio
pop
stations, the mom and pops radio stations. There's a universal playlist. What's playing here is playing in New York, it's playing in the Midwest, and it's force fed.
So can't no DJ get around that?
No.
DJs ain't getting love like they
Motherfuckers is a
Well,
part
okay,
of the
so-
system. You can't
so-
get up there and
but-
play what you want.
Okay, so internet radio, they can play what they want.
They can play what they want. But there's so many internet radio stations that it's fragmented, it's scattered. There's no real power in that. Only very few stations have that residual or return customer who comes every weekend and listens to that radio station. Because you got, like I said, with the technology, everybody is popping up the next morning. I'm DJ such and such, I'm MC such and such. And it's straight off the computer. But what it is Radio 1 and Clear Channel bought out every major music market in the country. And it's a universal playlist that's passed along, and it only varies by maybe 3 or 4 records with each region. But it's the same shit that's playing on the radio here, it's playing everywhere else.
top 40.
So really, I mean, y'all have no.
The DJs there.
Anybody who's on the radio doesn't have any control over what they play. They have very little control over what they play. And that's just a simple fact. And I know a lot of people sit there and they call in and they think that they're like, you know, if they request a record or whatever and they keep on calling that it's gonna go on. No, it's not. It might come on by accident because it's in the rotation, but it's not because you called.
Right. So no call-ins get there. See, this
It's all for
this
shits
the
and
shit
giggles.
that we need to know right
It's
here.
all
This,
bullshit.
as fans, this is inside shit that we wouldn't even have.
I remember
no
when I was in
insight to.
Columbus, Georgia, T.I. had a beef with the radio station that I was working with, and because he didn't do what they wanted him to do, they took all the, I think Fabulous had Breathed Out at the time or whatever, we were forbidden to play any records that came from Atlantic Records.
Wow.
Heard it here first, Ghetto Celeburtee exclusive shit. Can't get this shit no
That's how it should work.
Okay, now, this is a question I want to ask you. So, you from Brooklyn, you just can't, see, he just can't say he's from Brooklyn. I've been to New York City, you just can't say you're from Brooklyn. Where
Yeah,
you
you
at
can't
in
say you
Brooklyn?
from
Yeah, East Flatbush, Brooklyn, 3rd and Beverly Road, 5220. Ask anybody who's anybody that's from Brooklyn, they know where I live. They came through 5220.
No string of Flatbush.
I didn't have a fucking doorbell.
I've been on them streets too. I've been on them streets in New York. Shout out to my boy Brooks. He took me out there.
What?
Oh, he got his baby waiting for him.
I had a taco stand right there off of No String of Flatbush.
You look like a
Fuck, you
taco
didn't.
stand.
Nigga, I just taco meat, nigga. Say taco meat.
Okay, so how you feel about this Arizona hip hop scene?
I think there's a lot of talented dudes out here, but there is no outlet. What you got is a situation where it's a forced situation of crabs in a barrel. You got a lot of talented people out here, but where they gonna go to be heard? You know what I mean? Where's the record label out
Is
here?
Arizona not good enough for them to be heard?
I'm not saying that, but take Willie North Pole for example. He had a definitely credible record. He had a credible hit. He's from Arizona. He did not get the support that he needed from the radio out here.
Shout out Willie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they.
You know what I mean? So pretty much it's going to be the same treatment for anybody who's in Arizona. If you expect him to get the support of the radio, you can forget that shit. You know what I mean?
He was signed to GTP.
That's another story in itself, but it's like Arizona, I don't really think they're respecting the talent that they have out here. I don't really think that they're doing too much for the talent that they have out here. They sit up here and play everything from everywhere else, but the talent that's in Arizona is getting more life.
So niggas do they need to branch out? I mean,
No,
some
what
niggas seem like
motherfuckers
they
gotta do is
scared.
spend their money.
Spend their money and
There
get
it
in the
is.
mix.
You heard it.
You gotta spend your
Get in
money.
rotation.
Yeah, it's a few people that, I mean, I see spend, like, I just talked to Freeze. I had an interview, shout out Freeze TV. You know what I'm saying? I had an interview with him at the Monarch Theater. You know what I'm saying? I see him spending money. He was just in New York on K-Slave radio show, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He out there with Mr. Fat. You know what I'm saying? They doing shit. You see your boy Young Wax. He got all these, you know what I'm saying, Bun B, and Sugar Free. You know what I'm saying? You name it, the list goes on. But this man done spent money to get these people on his album. And some people just don't understand that if you got to spend $1, you got to spend some money and get these people on your album if you want your album to be that much more. And you have to get out your own backyard. You have to touch other soils. You can't just stay here in your hometown.
So
There's definitely nothing, there's no outlet out here, there's no record companies out here. It's every gorilla for himself out here. And the motherfuckers who do have a foothold in the game out here, they're definitely keeping their feet on motherfuckers' necks. You know what I mean? I never heard of a person paying money to perform in my life till I got out here.
They really, he's not bullshitting. This is the first time I heard this too. I thought it was, if an artist goes somewhere to perform, he's supposed to get paid to
Right.
perform. But here in Arizona, something is backwards. They got it to where you have to pay. Me as an artist, I would have to pay and sell
that would be
tickets to
like
get on
you
a show.
Right.
you having to
Me
pay
paying
to
them come in here
DJ.
and DJ. You must be out your mind.
Right. So people need to respect themselves, respect the game so that everyone.
You see, that's the whole thing about it. And it affected the DJ game too. Whereas I have 2 gold records and a gold single, nominated for American Music Awards, all sorts of shit. And I've had somebody come and ask me to do a party for $75. And I had to really think about it. Like, you know, he's asking me to do that, but somebody must have did a party for $75 somewhere along the line for him to even.
Right.
You got
No, and then,
So it's just like
yeah,
bringing the value
and
down.
On top of that, homie was like, "Yeah, I need you to get Mixmaster Ice, and I want you and him to battle." I'm like, "You want me and Mixmaster Ice to you? I'm gonna sit here and you try and call Mixmaster Ice, and what are we gonna split the 75? I mean, 37 and change, 37.50 for each of us and shit. Come on, man." It's like no respect for the game because you got too many renegades ready to do a party and do this and do that. Don't even really DJ for nothing. So it's fucking the game up.
Right. That's like with any business. Anybody who's undercutting
Exactly.
everything, it just messes the whole game up for your
Exactly.
industry.
So let them know
Whatever
where
it
they can
is.
reach you at though.
You hit me at on Twitter at Daddyrich5220. On Facebook.
Do you follow that?
Yeah, I follow that.
Okay.
I'm saying, yo.
I mean, that's just a,
The live person
niggas
you
got
had
to
on
ask
Twitter.
that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Facebook /
And people are surprised as fuck, like, yo, thanks, I never expected it.
They closing the
That's
joint
what's up.
down. We still up here.
Hell yeah.
So
I
on
gotta get
Facebook,
paid.
Huh?
Facebook?
Facebook is Richard Daddyrich Lawson, or you can like my fan page, the Daddyrich fan page.
Okay.
I'm coming.
All right,
Yeah,
good deal.
and that's how you get your boy.
All right, now let me couple quick questions. Now, do you feel where you came from in Brooklyn? Could that be considered a ghetto?
I mean, I never looked at it as a ghetto.
Could it be that?
No.
It's a hood?
Where you came from? Hood?
It's a hood, you know what I mean? It's a hood, but it wasn't a ghetto. A ghetto is like what you see down in fucking
Inner city.
Africa.
Is it inner city?
Well, I think the whole thing is an American definition of a ghetto and the definition of a real ghetto is something completely different. You know what I mean? We'll say, okay, because, you know, we eat government cheese or whatever, we in the box, that's a ghetto. Y'all motherfuckers ain't see a ghetto yet.
Now, I mean, okay, yeah, we can go on to a different aspect, but the question, I mean, that I'm merely asking is, do you come from an inner city somewhere where there was a struggle?
There's a struggle everywhere, man. There's a Martin Luther King Boulevard in every fucking city, and if you go on it, you're gonna find something to smoke.
Brooklyn itself.
Brooklyn, wherever the fuck you go, Martin Luther King Boulevard or Malcolm X Boulevard, if you looking to fucking find some illegal shit, that's where you're gonna find it. So I mean, like I said, comparatively, we really don't have a ghetto here, but I mean, I come from an urban situation, you know what I mean?
Okay, urban. That's still,
Even
that
Compton,
still
you go
gets
to
the
Compton in the
classification.
middle of the fucking day, you see nice houses, you see nice landscaping, you see people taking care of their shit, and you know, I don't consider that a ghetto. You know what I mean?
True. I
It's
mean,
a hood.
and you do got your hoods, but I'm just saying hood, ghetto. I mean, they kind of collaborate them as being the same thing. A hood and the ghetto. I mean, it's just the type of environment that it is, basically.
You know what it is? It's like when I was
Because
a kid.
my thing is ghetto celebrity. So what it is I know it struggles way deeper than what the fuck we got going on right here in Africa. I mean, in America. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is people that came from nothing, trying to get something, trying to better themselves.
But
These are the individuals that I'm looking
so
for.
it's like,
Not the ones that came with a handout like, you grow up, you got a silver spoon in your mouth. You don't have to worry about shit.
but I'm trying to say
I ain't
though,
trying to get
even
You had to
let's
work
say-
for all your equipment.
no doubt,
It wasn't given to you
No
by
doubt.
mom and dad in a car with a ribbon on it.
right? No doubt.
And sometimes if times were hard, couldn't make, you know.
But I just don't really consider that being ghetto. You know what I mean? I'm just like, you think about it this way. Like when we was growing up, we'd come home and be like, "Mom, we ain't got nothing to eat in the house." But if you really look in there, you see maybe some shit that you really don't want to eat, but there is something.
There's
to eat.
something. You just have to cook
I'm
it or
trying to
whatever.
tell you, this motherfucker's trying to eat dirt. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I said I understand that, but on another aspect, I mean, on what I'm trying to.
Okay, so here's the question. Do people know your name in the streets? And you just, you know, you
in the
said.
streets for
As far as in your hood, if you go back, people know who Daddyrich is.
Yeah,
People
I mean,
know
people
who.
in my age group, but it's a changing in the guard, you know what I mean? The young cats who was like little babies back then, they the grown cats, they the ones on the corner. They might not know my name,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But
you're known.
yeah, I'm
And
known
you have
enough.
a following, and you know, and all that.
A little bit.
So
a little
that's
bit.
where our whole thing ties in. We come from, you know, a place where, you know, it wasn't you weren't spoon fed type thing, and then you know, people know your name.
Born in Scottsdale, you got the silver spoon in your mouth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Oh
saying?
yeah.
So if you come from rough times, that's really what it was trying to get at.
But you know what? That's where hip hop was developed from.
Yeah.
That's where hip hop was developed from.
Okay, now see, we up here, Nacho Mamas, they shutting down. And this nigga, we gotta get paid and all that shit.
Yeah, we need to cut.
Is anybody you want to shout out? You know what I'm saying?
My parents.
Okay.
Shout out my parents for and thank them for all the support. You know what I mean, all my life, and yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's real shit right there. Daddyrich, you know what I'm saying? Ghetto Celeburtee, your boy Mr. Saucy, CEO. We in the. You know what I'm saying? With your boy Daddyrich, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
flop.